What's up, everybody? Murph here, back on the farm. It's been a while. I'm not sure how long it's been. What our last year was. Oops, I didn't want to open that. Alright, let me show you where we're at. We are in November of... where's that thing? Year 4. So, not that much. If anything... I haven't jumped the whole year, that's for sure, because I remember seeing year 4 last time we recorded. Okay, but I did do a lot of things. One you may have noticed already. I added another tailor. Right now I'm having a few issues because this guy has plenty of fabric. But this new one down here has some because I just gave it some. But when I went through the month cycle, it only got a little bit, so I even tried turning that off, and I don't know what happened. But I've got a solution to it, and we'll get to it when I showed you what else I built. What else? So I know you guys saw the bees. We got some honey here. As a matter of fact, we could put that honey away, and I can show you what I was talking about. One of our other new buildings. Okay, so this is my honey trailer. I really didn't mean to run those over, but whatever. I tried to match the colors. I did sell it. I had too many of these damn trailers, so I sold a few. I had a... Oh, yeah, real quick. I had a big money problem. For some reason, I decided to try it again, and I harvested a huge field of... What was it? Oh. No, barley. A huge field. Look at that, 124,000. And I dumped it in once. I was just playing to see what would happen. Then I was going to cancel the mission if I didn't get any credit for it. So I did it, and it didn't take any money away. So I said, let me do it again. So then I ended up doing the whole thing. And even once I completed the whole field, it still hadn't taken any money from me. I had all that barley, and I hit collect on the contract, and boom, my money went down to, I don't remember what it was, minus $180,000 or something stupid like that. But we're making good money as the months pass. I have a lot of things look, now we're making positive every month. Pretty good, as a matter of fact. Look at that month. We'll get to how we're doing that in a moment. So, what else? I think that's about it over here. I did move our house. You might be able to see it right next to the rightmost sheep pen. That's because I needed room for the tailor shop over there. I just replanted a field of cotton after I had harvested it, of course. Our greenhouses are going well. You might see I moved those water containers. I got a little grip on how those work. These were not placed very well, I have to tell you that. When I come to water these things, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and the terraforming tool is kind of horrible. So this is what we use to fill them with water. And I can fill this with water right here, which is nice and convenient. The thing is, I can also fill that with water here for free. And here I pay about $800 a tank. One tank doesn't even fill one greenhouse, by the way. So I'm estimating anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 each thing to water. Now, it does hold a lot of water. You'll see this one right now is 10,400, and I don't even think that's halfway. Yeah, it actually is halfway. Actually, this one has 19. Why am I looking at one that has 10? Oh, this must be the last one. Okay, yeah, so it's about half, I guess. But anyway, yep, that's the water situation. So it's very hard to get it out of there. I can back it in here a little bit, but I always get the trailer meshed up. when I have some more time, I'm gonna really try to terraform. I can't terraform what land I don't own, and this ends the part I own right about here or something. So anyway, there's some issues there, but I can get it watered, so it's not the end of the world. I'll just would have or will in the future do it different than that. Okay, and the final thing that I added is the greatest thing I've come across since playing this game as far as solving problems. Now, it caused a couple of problems. As you can see, it sunk itself right into the ground. After we harvest this sugar beet, which we're going to do today... Oh, we have to remove the foliage first. After we do that, I'm going to cut the field this far. So we're not going to be using this much of it anymore. And maybe I can adjust this because, boy, this is kind of a pain also. I mean, it's not that bad. Especially now that I know how to use the thing, and I really don't have to come here often. It does all the work automated, so I do have to come here once in a while, like to drop this honey off, but you see, it's not smooth. I have to fix that. I know I can at least fix the entryway or whatever. Alright, so we went ahead and dropped that honey there. Now, let me explain what this building is. Again, what I've figured out so far, because it's been a lot of trial and error, and it can make you nutty. I'll tell you that much. So, what this is a pallet store. It's a mod, by the way. I think I can show you right here. Can I see mods while I'm in game? I can't see what mods I'm using. I thought there was a way to do that. Maybe not. Okay, whatever. Here? No. Okay, whatever. It's a mod. it's called like pallet storage or something. You'll find it easily. And here it is. So it's called the Pallet Storage and Logistics Warehouse. What does it do? Well, it stores all your pallets, and it either... There's two sections here. So here's my eggs. You'll see I'm selling the eggs. That's a bad example. Flour. Right now I'm distributing it. Don't confuse that with storing it. If you start storing it, it's gonna fill up out here. I guess we can do that. No point in doing it. Trust me. Oh, let's do it. Let me find something small, like clothes, okay? We're gonna change that to... No, I don't even have 1,000 there. The honey. We'll just do that right back. So we're gonna change that to... Right now we have it on distributing. Now we're gonna change it to storing. See, and it all pops out there. I'm not sure why, but as long as I know it's gonna happen, that's fine. Distributing is more like storing, because this building has nowhere to distribute any of these goods to. I shouldn't say that yet, because I don't know, because I'm gonna see. Once we make sugar... Wait, how can I test that? It's so confusing. Anyway, if you put it back on distributing... See, you don't want it all out there. You want it out there when you want to separate items. The whole reason I went and looked for this, when the greenhouse makes vegetables, it makes strawberries, tomatoes, and lettuce, and it puts them all together. Now, when you come by with this cart, it will pick up the first product, let's say that's lettuce, and then as soon as you drive by the tomatoes, the lettuce that you have disappears and gets replaced with the tomatoes. So, it's good to put them all in here, and then when I want just the tomatoes, I can put them on storing like I just did there, and only the tomatoes will come out. Also, let me get all this picked up again. Really? You're gonna give me a hard time here? You son of a bitch. Okay. And then you see getting out's kind of a pain in the ass, too. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Maybe we're going to learn more as we move on, or if you could explain something better to me, that's fine. But things like eggs, now I just drag them over here, and boom, they sell them automatically. I can sell the flour automatically. I can sell the clothes automatically. Right now, I've just been saving it all. Clothes I should actually sell. There's nothing else to do with clothes ever, so it's not like I need to have a surplus of clothes. And these I'm saving too. I don't know what I'm going to need them for yet, but I think soon I could start selling them. Anyway. That is that. So, next up, I forgot about the foliage removal, to be honest with you. Or I probably would have done that before starting the episode. Not even sure I know how to do that, so I guess let's learn about that together too. Sugarcane technology. This is... Oh, this is what harvests it. How do I remove the foliage? Okay, well, I went online to look because, you know, I'm just an idiot. And realized that I went online to find out I'm an idiot. I was looking under sugarcane technology. Really, it's beet technology, sugar beets. So, what I learned online, or I would have learned just by looking here, is there's a couple ways to do it. You can buy a harvester here, which will... This one will not. So, if I use this one, you drag it behind your tractor, and you have to remove the foliage first. But I can get this thing, which will remove the foliage, put that on the front of my trailer, and do that at the same time. But there is also a harvester. I think it's this one. I think this one does it for you, but it doesn't tell you that. Anyway, I'm gonna take my chances there that that's what I just heard on that. Yeah, I think, right? It's got to. I can't be that dumb. Famous last words. All right, so let's see if we can start harvesting some sugar beets. Alright, where should I start? Because we know we're going to have problems on this first pass. Maybe I should just ignore it till it... oh my god. Yeah, I'll just ignore that because I'm also going to have a problem here. Because this one sunk into the ground. And this one, for some reason, decided to raise the ground. I don't know. I'm not going to bitch. I'm having too much fun with this game to start complaining now. But it's kind of fucked up. Just saying. Alright, so I'm just going to start this way. I'm going to ignore this for now. I'll get to it in a timely manner. But for now, I'm just going to send him. Let me make sure he's nice and straight. And I think this is going to work. So the front's going to remove the foliage. And then the back part's gonna throw the beets in there, or what? No, he's not going the right way, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay. As long as he keeps going straight, I'll let him go on his own. Yeah, look at that. We're getting beets. Hell yeah. And it's not like we gotta take them far. They're going right there. Look at that. That's our screenshot right there. I mean our thumbnail. Alright, yeah, this is where it's gonna get funky. Oh, I put it in a good spot. I'm just gonna make all that grass, or maybe concrete, when I'm done. That'll probably be the easiest solution. I'll lose, what, like 2 strips? So that would be about, that'd be a lot. Look at this, I almost got 4,000 liters per strip. Now, what are we gonna do here? No, I'll take over there, thank you. Put that back down. I want to go all the way to the end. And I'll make it easy for him to turn around here. Oh, I still gotta move that harvester header. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna do a little playing around and I'll bring you back when I'm letting him go on his own. Alright. I think I got it set up pretty good. It's gonna fill up right before I need it to. Damn it. I wanted to go one more stripe. Alright, we'll fix that after. The nice thing about this is I don't even need to put it in a trailer. I mean, we can literally drive up here. Now, I did do some work on this when I placed it. Because I foresaw the problems. But, I haven't tried it yet, obviously. But there we go. Was actually pretty good, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna see if it's gonna let me dump you there in a minute. I don't see why not. Is that going in? It must be going in, right? Yep. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So that part's nice. I mean, it's not like it would be a big problem to drag a trailer over here, but... Alright, so let's see if I can get this... Oh, I did end up getting myself stuck in that little pit with this thing, as you could see by that weirdly traversed area. And it wasn't fun getting out, so... That's definitely gonna be... Oh, shit, I thought I had that lowered. Don't fall in there. Alright, yep, get that, get that, get that. Alright, so I think... I know this is sloppy, but it doesn't matter. My only worry... And I guess we could shoot it a test. I'll test it right here. I did the other side already, so... my only worry is making sure it has enough room to turn around on both sides. So it doesn't get stuck. Alright, let me get this going here manually. Why isn't it moving? There it goes. And now let me let him go. Alright, dude, make a nice turn down there. Yeah, I think he's gonna have plenty of room. My only worry now is that he goes left instead of right. Alright, nice. Nice job. Wow, this is gonna take a while. But alright, let's make sure he does the other side good now. Alright, so he got to the end. That's, oh, it got to the end perfectly, actually. I think one less swipe this way, and he would have left a little strip for me that would have drove me nuts. Alright, so that's good. He's going to go ahead and do that. And it's going to take a long time. So let's see what our sugar mill is doing. Okay, so we're going to activate that. We may as well activate it all. Even though I don't have sugar cane or sugar beets, it'll just tell me that. Alright, so we are making sugar. Now, what do we want to do with the sugar? We don't want to store it here. We want to store it in our pallet building. So, we're going to change that to distributing. Okay? If we had somewhere that we needed the sugar, which we will eventually, like the bakery or something, then this would go to the bakery. But right now it's got nowhere else to go, so it's going to go to the pallet place. This way I could just keep storing it until I'm ready, and then once I want to distribute it, I can put it where I want, sell it, whatever I want to do. So we will go into our building down here, find the sugar in the outgoing, and we're going to leave it on distributing. Otherwise, it's going to store it outside the building, and right now we want to store it inside the building. But yeah, so that's that. Now I also have these fields that have to be harvested. Damn it. Sooner than later, I'd like to buy this thing. Oh my god, look how close I am. I can probably... Is now the time I want to be doing this? Because every time I lease it, it's 14,000. Yeah, you know what? We're leasing it. That's actually not that much when you're talking about a machine that costs 280,000. Alright, so finally I can move this header, and this time, before I return this thing, I gotta put it somewhere where it's not gonna keep getting in my way like it did last time. Maybe over by the lawnmower equipment. Nah, because then I'll go to mow the lawns. I'll just keep it up in the paved area. This thing kept getting in the way for my sugar beet stuff, for when I was watering. I thought I left it in such a nice place. Alright, yeah, great spot. Now how the hell am I getting through here? I gotta do the old wiggly woo. Oh, I hate this, man. There is a system to this, trust me. I've done it 100 times. Well, maybe not 100 times. Alright, so now we're gonna back it up and do the little swingy swing here. Bang. Oops. Ah! Man, now that yield sign's gonna be there for like a month. I knocked one over once. It didn't disappear for I don't know how long, and I just remembered by seeing that one. Alright, this wasn't the best way to go either. Damn, I didn't leave myself many entry points. Alright, I can get through there, maybe? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh no, we got this. Alright, we're gonna leave this header over here when we're done. Ah! Where's Buster? I don't even know. You better be careful, dog. Alright, let's get this going. This header is just a monster. And we need this wheat too. Oh man. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you really kidding me right now? Alright, so this wheat basically feeds our chickens because you could see We're almost out of food, and I got nothing left in the mill. So this wheat and that wheat, and damn it, how is that not ready to harvest over there? Alright, well, that's really not a huge deal. Alright, so I guess I'm really not going to do that much other than care for these fields now. Get all that sugar done, or all this sugar beets. This is going to take a while. And then I'll come back to you guys. Maybe I'll get some contracts going. Alright. So we got a lot of stuff done. We've got a minor problem, maybe. I'll have to figure it out. All these fields are harvested, put away. I'm going ahead and fertilizing them right now. One thing I like, I set that on auto-fertilize that first field, and it jumped right over to this field, so that was cool. This guy was plowing. For some reason, he stopped. But actually, it looks like we might be done, so there we go. Collect on that, $34,000. And we're done with that. Cool. Collect on that, $19,000. Look at our money, by the way. So I turned everything back onto sell, because I figured we could start storing it later. We need money now. But I had no idea, and I thought we would see the result of that once I started recording again. I was going to pass through the days. And, yeah, then I just looked up there in the corner, and somehow, I guess, as I was working, it sold all my products. And look at that. So we're really starting to make money now, which is great. I didn't have this in mind before I saw that money jump, but I think I'm going to go ahead and buy this field. I was deciding, I can't buy this one. Hold on a second. Oh, I can. Okay. 465. Barely. Now that I just got those things. That's going to make me real broke. Well, I got nobody hired doing anything except this fertilizing. I'm going to do it anyway. Then I'll explain why. So, farmland. We're going to click that. And we're going to buy it. Holy mackerel. That's a big buy. Okay. Now that's ours. So, the next step in our production facilities is going to be cows. So, in order to make cows, we need grass, hay, grass and hay, really, and straw. And we're going to have to start working on that total mixed rations. That's not 100% necessary to get it started, but it is necessary if you want to get 100% effectiveness out of it. I'm stalling a little bit here to go over to my field because I want to set this guy on his next thing, but that's all right. Now, here's my little problem, and I don't know if it's a problem. I'm trying to put down sugar beets here, and it says, a worker has stopped working unexpectedly, no field found. So I'm wondering, and it's not that it has to be plowed or cultivated, because this cultivator that this planter that I have, where is it? Planters. Right here. This seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. And anyway, whoops, jeez. You could see all it needs is rolling, and that shouldn't prevent me from putting the crop down. But there are certain crops, and I don't know which ones they are, so it might be this one. We're gonna just hang on. You know what? I'm just gonna return that. I rented it for nothing, but I don't want to sit on it while it's just using up money. Oh my god, all my money's gone. Where did my... Oh, never mind. I bought the field. Dude, my stomach just dropped. I swear to God. I thought we lost everything. Okay. Heart attack there for a minute. So, not only do we get the benefit of this field, which we're probably going to turn into grass. But look at all these already ready to harvest sugar beets. We're just going to be swimming in them. Oh, you might have saw that hand. I did install a mod. It's called Super Strength. It's pretty cool. It's not too, like, cheaty. It's basically for when these things get stuck, which they so often do. You might remember in a previous episode I had to, look at that. I had to, sell one. It was so stuck. But anyway, it also comes in handy if I gotta separate some pallets and things like that. So that might be a little cheaty, but whatever. Alright, so as I just realized, we have no money. And the fact we have no money means we can't rent the machine we need to harvest this. So, we're gonna have to make some money. That's... Oof. Did I just hurt myself? I think I'm almost ready. Let me get the... Alright, good. I want to get these fields fertilized. And that's really it. So I want to fertilize these fields. I could actually, you know what? I don't want to do it manually, because manually it actually uses the fertilizer in the machine. But if I do it with the worker, it doesn't. Which I don't know if that's a bug, but I don't care. I'll take it. Maybe I'm still paying for it because he's still filling it up manually. I'm not sure. But either way, if I don't have to go fill it up manually, I'm good with that. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, I hate this. Whatever. I'll deal with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna fertilize all these fields, and then we'll come back and switch the day over. Okay. Again, a bunch of work, but I think we're ready to go. I wasted a little money. I had to wait till I made a little money, which I did, and then I wasted it. And now we're all set, I think. Let me just make sure he makes a straight line here, which I'm thinking he might not. He might decide to go on an angle here. Nope, he looks okay. Alright, so he's fertilizing up the last field here. All these are done with their first coat. We'll get their second coat tomorrow. I was thinking about buying this fertilizer before so I don't have to keep renting it or hold it over for one day, because you can't put the second coat on until the next day. But now my money situation quickly declined. Let's see what kind of turn he makes here. Looks like it should be okay for a while. Yeah, he's got nothing to really get in the way here. That's awesome. Not many trees. It's just going to be very time-consuming. But it's going to last so long. I should probably leave this sugar beets. I might have to rearrange my fields again. Because I don't know that I need a field this big for grass. That's for sure. Alright. He's gonna do fine, and that's rumbling in my ears. Those things I leased by accident. You can use this together. Push with your trailer, or your tractor rather. Whoops. Yeah, return that. Okay. Or you could buy the big jammy machine that does it all on its own. You don't have to use your tractor, and of course it does it a lot faster. Alright, so I think we can pass the day. Oh, yeah. We have no contracts going. Oh, I just wanted to finish this. That's right. So we'll wait till this guy finishes. I think I have to fix up a little strip here Yeah, right along the top he wasn't getting, but that'll be easy enough. Oh, he went right to the edge, too. That's beautiful, so we don't even have to come back up. This will be the last pass here. That looks nice. I advanced the day so we can see a little bit of the evening. It's only 4 o'clock, but we could go a little farther now. Oh, turning the lights on. Alright, let's get it back to normal speed. 5 o'clock and it's dark. Well, it is December. Okay, I'll take over with you, bud. Thank you. And we'll just go ahead and touch it up over here. And see, I'm using that fertilizer. I had to use a little bit on each field, like to touch up areas like this. If I would have had to buy my own, forget about it, but I would have had to refill 10 times. Okay. I think we're good. Hey. Did I miss a spot down the... Wait, where is that? Oh, that's my concrete. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's still fertilized back there, since this was all field. But now it's not. Which I didn't even show you guys before. Oh, look at the dark. We hardly ever play out in the dark. Oh, I hear some night sounds. Yeah, so I kind of fixed this all up. Now we don't have to harvest in here, and when I lay the sugar beets, I got a nice straight line too, I think. This is still a little inconvenient, but not so bad. Why is that outside? But it doesn't matter. Watch this. But why did it go outside? Oh, hold on. What is wrong with the fabric? Fabric. Oh, storing. No, we don't want to store. Actually, we don't even want fabric in here. So I don't know why it's coming here. Oh, I thought it'd be easier to carry across. Will it? Let's see. Is that too cheaty, guys? I don't know. Probably. But I don't care. It makes the game more fun. I'd literally have to go grab my tractor, grab a trailer. Where should I put this? Maybe in the new one, right? The one that's lacking. Now, how did it end up there? Distributing. But that's what I want. It should be distributing to the tailor, not to the, not to the storage. That might have been left over there. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna flip out on it yet. I still have 92 liters in there. Somehow. Oh, that's incoming. Why? Alright, I'll keep my eye on that. Let's go ahead and pass the day here. And see if we make any more money. Oh, actually, Happy New Year, guys. Now, I don't know if that changes the year or not, since I know we started the game in August. Let's see if we're at year 5 here. Where's that screen? I don't look at that screen too much here. Year 5, okay. We are in year 5. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. We've worked 1,478 acres. Is that all? We've cultivated, plowed, sown. Work time 62 hours. None of this stuff really matters to me. Fuel usage, seed usage. Missions completed, 68. Time played, 72 hours. Wow. That game's quickly making its way up my most played list. Collect... What? What? Alright, Google, don't fail me now. 72 hours, I haven't found a collectible? Wow. Okay. Alright, and we only have $72,000. I kind of hoped there would be more than that. But we have lots of eggs to sell. Ooh, we have lots of eggs to sell. And not so much wool. Which is fine, because... I intentionally let their food run down. The chickens I don't want to run down. The animals will be fine, they just won't produce anything. And the fact is, it's getting to be a pain in the ass storing all that damn wool. Look at that. This one's almost filled. The factory is almost filled. And the same with this one. So, I'll fill it up again eventually, but right now I'm saving all my grass and hay and things like that. Well, it's only grass, but actually maybe I could feed them now that we're going to have a whole nother field. But, eggs, of course, we're going to have to grab. And eggs are one thing... There's no way to have them distribute the eggs right to the storage for some reason. Eggs, honey, and wool, you still have to do manually. So I have this honey I'm going to grab. Right now we're going to grab the eggs. I guess I could do that all. Well, yeah, we want to see how much money we get here. Alright, so while picking up these eggs, I think I made a decision. I think I've decided that this thing's a lot better than that little cart. And maybe I'll just sell that little cart. There was a time I wanted to be cute and have a separate color for each product, but now it's just like that little one. It's kind of hard to back up because it doesn't have a solid hitch like that. It's kind of got like a swing one. And look at that fabric still there. You know what? We're going to change that right now. No, I don't want to sell fabric. You know what? I'm just going to keep it there. It's not bothering me right now. And I can move it in a jiffy now with that mod, which is really cool. Because it fixed glitches like that too. Alright, so let's dump all these eggs in here. And eggs it automatically sells. So whenever it takes its next load, we should see a little jump on our money. See, this is a little pain, but it's not that big of a deal where I'm going to worry about it. Now I kind of... It could be considered kind of cool, the way the whole building is recessed into the ground like that. Obviously wasn't intentional, and it's a little bulky when you drive, but still not bad. See, now I can swing by once I'm done with these eggs and grab that honey as well. There's no reason to have those little trailers. And I think I could probably get like 20 grand each for them. See, this thing's just so much easier. Just does the whole front row at once. It does stop a little. You gotta move a little bit, but... And then you just back it in. And again, it's so much easier to back up than the little ones. And if you don't get close enough, it's easy enough to just dip right next to them. And there you go. Alright, so I thought for a moment I might have to keep this trailer because the other one wasn't picking up honey, so I switched them. But then out of curiosity, I went to here, and it says that it should be collecting honey, so I'll give that another try before I sell this one. But for now, we got all the products in there. I'm gonna speed up the day now a little bit and see if we can't, only till like 1 p.m. or something, see if it sells any of that stuff throughout the day. Let's just sit and watch that clock. Oh, there we go. Alright, now I'm gonna turn it back down. That's enough for me to feel comfortable. Alright, so we just sold a bunch of stuff. Have 150 grand in there. Did it sell everything I have? See, it's storing this stuff here now. Oh, that's okay. If I get too much and I need it in the factories, I'll just move it manually. I don't know what's going on with the fabric. No, it didn't sell everything. Oh, and I don't even have these on sell. Why not, right? Let's give that another couple of hours there. I just want to see. I don't mind going up to like 1 or 2 p.m. Then I'll just play on real time for a while. Well, I got 10,000 there. I wonder if that was all the vegetables. That wouldn't be very profitable, would it? It did sell most of them. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, I think we're good. Look at this cool snow scene, too. I don't think I have many... Ooh, that's loud. I don't think I have many of them in there. I guess I should buy one more bag of fertilizer just to be safe here. And go and apply the second coat to everything. Take a final look at what we got here. Now we got this whole field, man. Next thing we got our eye on is this one. We've basically got almost this whole corner lock. This one too. These are both very expensive. This one is $385, and this one, watch this, $792,000. All right, but next episode we're definitely gonna think about what our next production thing is gonna be, and I know already it's gonna involve cows. So the choices are gonna be the dairy or the bakery, I think. Maybe the cereal. There's the bakery. So we have the sugar, we have the flour, we have the eggs, we have the strawberries. We don't have the butter. So maybe dairy is going to be next. Dairy. And we're going to need milk. How much is a dairy? 70,000? I could place that right now. And we're going to need to put in milk and sugar. So I don't have to keep it by the cows. I can keep it right over here. I do like the way I have everything set up in the back here, so I don't want to mess with that too much. I wonder if it would fit right here. Are those frickin' pieces of equipment going to get in my way? I think they are. Son of a gun. That might be a cool place for it, though. Alright, let's get this stuff out of my way. I don't know what we're going to do with this field. We got to figure that out, man. Alright, but not right this moment. Oh, he's full. Okay, I'll deal with you later. Let me go into my thing again here. Production. Which one did we say? This one. So, let me take a look at it. It looks like we're going to have to pull from... We're going to pick up from that side. This side here. And we're going to drop off here. You know what? I'll have the drop off in the back. And the pickup in the front. Where'd the pickup go again? Why can't I see? Oh, there it is. Do I want it like that, though? I really don't. Rather have it like this. What's it overlapping with there? That's too close for them? I can put it back. I don't know if I want to do that. That's terrible, man. Huh. What do I do? What do I do? I think that might be the only place. What's that going to do to the ground? I wonder if I could take advantage of that ground over there. Oh, I just hate doing this because it's like, once you do it... You did it. Alright. Let's see how bad it's gonna be. It actually doesn't look too bad. I could even make like a little path in there. And this is still all grass I can mow. The pickup here looks fantastic. Oh, it did inset, but that's okay. And then I drop off here. Whoops. That's kind of okay too. I think I can get rid of this tree just by painting over it. No, I guess not. Alright, that's okay. Oh no. Oh no. That's alright. It looks okay, right? Actually, I didn't even really need this one because I could have just had them both pathing. Oh no, that now we can go either way. If I have to drive over a little grass, so what? Maybe I'll connect that up later. We'll see what we do. Alright, so that's definitely going to do it. Still got $86,000. Alright, we got a dairy. But, of course, we've got no cows to put in there. I mean milk. So we can make butter now, we can make cheese now, and we can make chocolate. Wait, what is that? Is that... Oh, that's the cheese. Awesome. So all we need is milk, and we can make 3 more products. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, cows coming up next. I might have to wait a whole harvest here, but I'll get it done, and we'll see you then. As always, thanks for watching. Happy New Year!